Hi. This is Harrison. Should we talk it through? Do arms and music and stuff? Yeah. So, fives. We're gonna go. Normally you come from this side, stomp on a bit. Don't really stop before you go forward, but you're gonna really clearly take 3 steps for Hannah. So she knows on that 3rd step is when you're gonna go. So we walk, turn, 1, 2, 3, and then we're on, yeah? So we've got 5th. I'm gonna go right, jeté, right, jeté. Lift the piano lid up. 5. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First rhythm of this step comes twice. You're going to go stay. You're going to go switch, switch, down, turn without coming up. Same on the other side. Stay, switch, switch, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, step, step. I've got 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second time of this step, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, stay, switch, switch. Get rid of it and stay at the end. Down, up, and switch. Down, up. And this time there's just 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is quick. 4 and 5. Should you do that much? I'm not going to do it with you. Okay. I'm going to hang back, yeah? Okay, and go. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay. And up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Thanks, Hannah. Yeah, take these off. This isn't safe. Okay, good. You're just missing, you're cutting out that you've got stay, switch, switch. You've got to show us the back front. Yeah, don't actually lift it. It looks a little bit like a tondro. I think it's got to be as high as this one, as high as that one, and stay down. Yeah, when you change your onto the other leg, you're coming up on a straight leg. You've got to stay down. Yeah, same again. Yeah, you're just delaying. You're going onto it and bending it. You've got to stay at that level. That's it. That's it. Yeah, but don't miss out the switch, switch. Yeah, I would think angles, diagonals. Replace this leg with this one, and then all you need to do is turn your body towards it. That's it. Yeah. These you can go for full whack. Slightly off. Can you really show the back front like more so it's really a thing? So it overcrosses.
Is it just the
down, up, beat, up? That's the only one that does that. So I think it looks a little bit too careful. I think you just got to sort of bluster your way through the, just get rid of it. Da da ba 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 ba. That's it. I wouldn't go here. I would go more. Keep it within your diagonals. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And a bit off. Yeah, don't wait to go off. Already be off. Off. Yeah. More. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You kind of don't have time to
be upright and then
do it properly. Yeah. So second time, 1. Try and get over on these so they're a bit over. The same thing, don't wait. You're going land, already be over. Yeah, good. Yeah, and then on the 5th one, you don't have a breath really. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. That's it. And same thing here. No, Dev. Cha, 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 ha. Yes. Go. That's it.
It's just swishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And. Yes, stay. Down, up, down, down, up. Travel back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay and shake. Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. As long as you can dare yourself to stay and switch and switch and stay and switch and on the second time go and stay. That's it. Just so we see that difference really clearly. I mean, it's horrible, but if you can show it, it's great. Good. Da, da. 1. These just sort of go for the same value, but just get rid of them a bit quicker. The second time, this is big. Which way is it? This way, this way, this way. This one is slightly smaller, but you need to get towards it. That's it. Then we've got step, step, high front arm, and then you're just going to turn your body into the left one with a curve. Yeah, so up, change at the top and land. A little bit sooner so you don't go land, so you go in the air. Yeah, nice. Chassé coupe, pas de chat around the corner. Sorry, I've lost my way. Arms out. They're going to come first and they're going to go this way. So we really get the same as this. We now get it with just one arm around the corner. We've got one low arm chassé. This one comes up the front through sort of a fifth and a slight coup de pied. Yeah, then we've got one more chassé. Chassé up, chassé pas deux, step onto a straight leg. And we've got these arms that go in a bit of a circle. They come down, up and forth. Yeah, and then we've got the first time of fourth, second, fourth, single pirouette, fourth, second, double pirouette. Just from second though, not from fourth. Yeah, fourth, second, fourth pirouette, fourth, second pirouette. That's it. Do you want to do that much? Fourth, second, fourth, single, fourth, second, double.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chassé, up, chassé, and down, up, but on the straight leg. That's it. So it kind of rolls its way up. Yes. From here, don't take anything other than straight through. Down. That's it. Fourth, second, fourth, pirouette, fourth, second. Yeah, on that single, you do have to straighten your knee.
Oh, okay.
It was a bit this way. So you do, this doesn't. This one does. Next, the others don't. There you go. Yeah. Shall we? Have you got something into the jeté? The second time, a bam, 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 bam. Yeah? Thanks. Fifth. Okay, yeah, you got 2 steps. Thanks.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam. Step, step, fit. It just helps you get on that rhythm. Fifth, switch, switch. Yeah, same thing. Up, up, travel, up. Fourth, second, fourth, pirouette, fourth, second, head, go. Yeah. Okay, good, thanks. Thanks, Hannah. Yeah. From this, know where both of your hands are to go directly, whoosh. So it's the longest way round, but it's also got to be the quickest way. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Good. And then from there, know where your right hand is immediately. So you sort of turn your body into where the hand is. There you go. That's it. Yeah, stay down, stay down. Fourth, second, fourth, up, down, down, up. Yeah, don't, it's barely even a single. It's just enough to get this. So almost think that it's completely front and the twist is all in your waist. Yeah. Good. Chaînés. Chaîné 2 and 3 and 4. Chaîné 2 and 3 and 4. Face the back. Passé. Nose on your knee time. 1, 2. Now face the front. 3, 4. Turn to your right. Same again. 2 chaînés. Chaîné 2 and 3 and 4. And chaîné 2 and 3, 4. This is straight legs and 2 arms either side. Face the front. Face the front. Face the back. Face the back. Twice. 1, 2. Yeah, complete the 4th time.
Got 2 of these and then 2 of those.
2 straight legs and 2 passes.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
Let's do that. This way. This face back, face back, face front. Chaîné 2, 3, 4. Chaîné 2, 3, 4. Straight, straight, over, over.
Yeah. So ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
But ba, 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 ba. Does that make sense? Well,
Doesn't matter which.
it's saying this way. It's saying this way.
Oh, turn into the left.
Yeah. But there are different versions, so Ed may have done one or the other. So just check which one Ed's done. Yeah, da, da, and then it's saying this way, but you may have done different.
Oh yeah, we just did straight legs 4 times. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 of these. Same again. Do what I told you, and then we can have a chat about it.
Yeah.
Because I will be wrong. Yeah. Then left, right, left. Step. We're going to go similar to this jeté, but you're going to land in passé. Arms go up the front. Left, right, left. So they really circle. Yeah. Don't land and go. Get rid of them at the same time. Yeah. And now diagonally upstage, you've got a drag and a high kick. Yeah. And then the same jeté, but right, left, right this time. Yes, good. Chassé. Chassé. 1 step. Front, passé through. Arms open this time. 4th, second. 4th, pirouette. 4th, second, double pirouette, or 3 if you've got music. Chaîné 2, 3, 4, 5, close the piano lid. Yeah? Shall we hear that as a kind of marquee way, and then you can do it? Shall we go from chaînés? Yeah? Yeah, 4th, second, 4th. Thanks. Legs, face the back, left, right, left, right, up, 4th, pirouette, 4th, second, head, and. Yeah, you're too good. Can you play the jetés, bum, 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 just musically, thanks. 4th, second, 4th, pirouette, 4th, second, head, yeah, you just got a little bit longer. Ba, ba, ba. You can really hear it. 4th, second, 4th, pirouette, 4th, second, head. 4th, second, head. You don't have any time to be good and on your leg anywhere. Just go. Yeah. Okay. Something else. This was good. This one, hang back. Don't go with it where you're going. Hang back this way a little bit. So it's all about the foot and the hip. Yeah, you're still a little bit. Yeah, really drag that back foot along. Yeah, and the same here. Start this corner, finish this corner. Bigger, bigger, half a thing first, fifth, down, first, all the way up, full rond. Really give us that shape. Yeah? Down, double, up, round. Yeah, double pirouette. Up, fourth, second, fourth, turn, fourth, second, 1, 2, 3. Bump, yeah. Yeah? Do you want to hear that again, Shanaze? Or do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I might try that again.
Yeah.
With the spacing.
Flat across, profile, profile, Shanaze. Change diagonals for this one here. Diagonal here, but looking back here. Same thing, diagonal, diagonal. This is all diagonal. Last Shanaze in is flat to get to center for closing the lid.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll give it another go.
Go on. Same thing. Same thing into the Shanaze. Hannah, thanks. Go for it. 1. 1. Good. Over. More over. And. Legs up. Legs up. Left, right, left. Go. Go. Fourth, second, fourth, pirouette, fourth, second, head, head, and yeah.
Stress.
So this time you were late. Yeah. Which is going to happen a lot. Get rid of that. You don't really have time to do a big jump and through and look great and hold it. You just got to go through and land. Go. Yeah. And then if you've got time, it's better to hang on to that because it's an easier gauge to hear the low note for the 1.
Yeah.
Just that. Have you got left on those jetés? Just hear that. Thanks. Fourth, second, fourth. Yeah, it comes in quicker than you want. Yeah.
Maybe one more time?
One more time. Fourth, second, fourth, pirouette, fourth, second, head, and yeah, you've got to get to center for those Shanaze. So once you've done this, set off flat this way, then spot front, and then yeah, little curve. Good. It's just that first step.
Yeah.
It's you've got to sort of dare yourself to stay the first time. So really stay, switch, switch, and stay, and stay, switch, switch. Yeah, I think what am I trying to say? You're trying to turn your body, but it's actually the leg that turns your body. So if you've got this, stay, turn your body to where your leg is. That's it. And on the quicker ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stay and switch. That's the hold. And that's quick. Stay and switch. And then go. Yeah. That's it. But stay down. Stay and switch. Even lower, you're sort of coming up to do the turn and you've got to go down a notch. Yeah, you're a little bit late with it. Because you're stepping towards it, you're taking time. You've just got to go, almost jump onto it underneath yourself, down. That's it. Down. Yeah. Yeah. It gets lower until here, really. Everything's at this kind of pace. How do you feel? Yeah. So I'm going to say, throw these away a little bit. So really throw this away and then really direct forward. Know where this side arm is, because then you're going to pick it up here. Throw, direct, up, stay, switch, allongé, first, up. Same with, you're a little bit here too. I think you can already start this. Yes. Stay, switch, switch, down, up. And then you're already in the right way for this. Yeah. And on these, over while you're in the air, don't wait to land. So you throw your left foot each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over, over, cross. Just show me that. 1, 2, 3. Left leg each time. Even when you go to the right, throw the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Harrison, don't do a little step in between, so Ed's going straight. That's it. Ed's not doing that.
2,
yeah.
3,
yeah.
4,
yeah.
5. It's always the left. If I say croisé.
You can step on it, but just don't step forward.
Don't make me do it. So you're at this and change to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ba,
Swish it
da,
under.
Da, 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 ba, da, ba.
That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Send the foot. Don't think about the body. Just send the foot, 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 and stay. Yeah. It's always the left foot up. It's a facet, it's croisé, it's a facet, it's croisé, it's a facet. Yeah? God, I'm exhausted. I don't know how you feel. Yeah, you've got a little bit longer than you think because it's in the orchestra it's a drum beat, so it's a little bit low. It's bum 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 bum. You've got time. Who's got a drum? Yeah? Do you want to have a go? How long do we have? Yeah.
Yeah, give it a go.
Take a deep breath.
Yep.
Give yourself a quick slap and go. Okay. Stay. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay. Switch and stay. Down, up. Now fifth, stay. Up. Up. Fourth, second, fourth pirouette. Fourth, second, head chaise. Nose on knee. More. More. And. Side bend. Left, right, left. Stay. Go. Stay. Go. Pirouette. Fourth, second, fourth, pirouette. Fourth, second. And. Yay! Was that fun? Yeah, good. Sure.
So we've had a very little rehearsal, and we're just going to have another little rehearsal. So we'll go from the top, and we'll just keep stopping as we go. Okay. So just imagine a table, arch, staircase, behind the cloth, Yeah, and Winifred's just exited, downstage right. So, Hannah, can we go from the beginning, please? So, Teo, you're going to be on centre-ish. You're just this side of the arch, which is about there, and you've just already walked forward a bit as she's gone. Okay, thanks, Hannah. Not too slow. Okay, let's just stop there. Good, 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 good. It's tricky. Don't go down here. Once you've seen her go, it's like you're in deep thought. If you wear glasses all the time, anyone that wears glasses always does something, or it's like a sort of fidget. But have a thought and just readjust. And then even here, don't look down this way. Just keep so we can see your thoughts happening. And then as you come forward, whatever it is you're going to say to yourself, either about your dear friend or even about yourself, a little bit more, really do come downstage. You want to be down here by the time Elgar comes on. Yeah, so that he has a good distance to go. Try once again. That's it. Okay, let's just stop there. So for me, this is one of the hardest moments to do at all, because that was so much better. Great. You could still come further.
Further forward? Okay.
Further forward. And then once you finish this way, just have a moment. Don't feel, I know you want to be that way so that when he touches, otherwise you'll see him. But just take your time to get there just in time for when Aiden comes on. Once we've done the touch, we have to be really careful that what you're saying to Elgar, and how you're saying it, and your reaction to it. So it's because of the time that it was in, if we tilt our heads too much, it becomes almost softer and more romantic. If we don't do anything, then it's boring and no one sees any kind of emotion. It's really tricky. It's very subtle, but just how you take the hands it doesn't have to be, because the music's very calm, it doesn't have to be very slow to do it. If you're saying, have you listened to what I've said? Are you trusting me? Or whatever it is you want to say to get that reaction. And then for you don't immediately turn your head away from him. If you're having a conversation, you wouldn't go, look, I've listened to what you said and I'm really not taking any note. Do you see? So you would listen, you would say something, and when you finish talking, you might just go, and that's all I've got to say. So that it's in that sort of. Should we try again?
Iris,
may
I add something? As you went along, you got more confidence in your gestures. Just at the beginning there, have the confidence to do the gesture. Because the music is soft, you don't want to go softly into. I think on the original video, they really, they commit to what they're saying in how they're using their hands. And I think it has a certain strength and perhaps fits with the era in that there is a deportment, there's a way that they carry themselves. So yeah, little bit, it works when you do more commitment with your gestures, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Say it. Don't, really say something. We'll never know what you're saying. Same thing, Hannah, please. Good, Sarah. Better, Aiden, good. Okay, so now we're getting, so this is a hard bit as well. We're getting a little bit ahead. And try not to show us the steps.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Try to have your conversation, and then this is still the conversation. So as you go arabesque this way, yeah, of course you're thinking, I hope I don't go, oh, have a dodgy moment. But still have that conversation as you tell me. And you're not going to be right on the beat, but you're going to be on it as you go through it.
Yeah.
Yes? And then you can also, then there's the moment of chatting, and then you have that different rhythm because you go dum, and then he goes dum, and then it's conversation and answer. So make your arabesques conversation, not arabesque. And even your rond de jambe, the little here, it's not, don't be too clean and lower and up and lower. It's
I find that Desmond does that. There's a beautiful way that he transfers through really carefully.
He almost doesn't stop moving.
But there's a control of the way he changes the weight, which I don't know, it's nice.
And we're used to going, but in a way it's more natural position as you come down rather than thinking B+.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was much better, all of that. Can we pick it up from the high note of touching on the shoulder?
4, 5, 6, 7.
And breathe. Here we go. That's better. Conversation. Okay, so I remember Derek saying at this moment, I mean, you have pockets, and he did say use them. He said, but you don't have to copy me. But it's quite, you can use them in a way that both sides don't look the same. And actually, when you do it on the second side, you're more agitated, maybe by his persistence of, listen to me, or whatever it is you're saying between each other. So once you've done that first arabesque, and don't be afraid of stepping out, because it's a big stage and set. So once you've done your 2 chassés, really let this travel. And this is quite a good arm to use on the open one rather than the crossed. So it's quite handy. Again, you don't have to, but it's quite handy, this one, to put your hand in your trouser pocket, and you can move after it. And then that gives Teo somewhere to come to continue to pester or to put his case forward. And then at this side, it may be that you're going to find your pocket, but the frustration of what you're saying gets a little bit more, I don't want to hear every word you say, so don't do too many gestures. It can just be that.
I don't know
Yes.
what you think,
Yep.
but to me it looks like if Aiden is going to do a gesture, it needs to be more kind of more definite. It's a little bit soft, and I think either you do it or you don't.
And that's to do with what you're saying. So are you saying, look, I'm listening, but I'm not doing that, or I'm not, no, or what else can you tell me? Or it has don't just do the gesture for a gesture's sake.
Mm. And the other thing,
Yep.
correct me if I'm wrong,
Yep.
but I kind of want to see a moment when they go to the fourth. It
Yes.
looks a little bit
That is
transient,
very musical.
so that each moment is defined a little.
And you can hear the dee-da, jum, bum, bum. It's in that music. So use the downs as much as the up. Should we try one more time from the same place, and then we can have, which you're seeing all this, don't forget. Lady. So once more on the hand on the shoulder, and. Down, and now go. And play. Okay, let's just stop one there. I'll say something just quickly, Teo. When you hear Lady Elgar and you turn, don't look at her. Go look at her, but go to look at him, as though you're saying, well, I've tried to tell him that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that the look finishes at Elgar. Yeah.
Just before we go on
Yes.
to Annette,
Yeah.
I don't know what you thought when they embrace,
Yes.
for want of a better word. It feels to me like there should be a moment where they see each other before Aiden, you go, overcome by your own self-doubt as you go back. I don't know whether you.
The taking of the hands, you step away, and then when he comes to the shoulders, okay, maybe I'll try again. Maybe you're right. Maybe that is. I mean, in my head, there is no set story at this point, but I used to think, maybe I'll try the new ending. Maybe I'll write another 100 bars or whatever it is. Something that made sense with this piece, but again, don't look away that time. Just be very, okay, well, so if I did, now what would I do? How? So that it's that kind of chat. Yeah.
Just having seen you do it, having watched your video, you have the confidence to stay where you are before you then move.
That's it. Don't feel you have to always do something. You do, but not always a movement away. And then go a little bit further away for the sides. Otherwise, Aiden, you'll have nowhere to walk in to Lady.
I was just going to say, Annette, when you come on, make sure that you time it so that you're getting to the centre just before your section starts, so you're not there too soon. And then 1, 2, 3, you're going 4, 5, 6. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Doing timing wise,
Yeah.
good. Okay. I think you could do a little bit more to them. The way Svetlana does it, she really commits to the movement. And I don't know how you feel about that, Chris, but to me it looks, she's not afraid of saying to them. I mean, Monica always said, do the first one smaller than the second
yeah.
one. Which, absolutely, let's do that. But when you are seeing them, really see them. Don't be afraid of lifting your chest. She was incredibly self-disciplined and, you know, proprietary and all of that. So, yeah, chest.
And if you were talking, which is basically what you're doing, it wouldn't be so small that they don't hear you. It would be loud enough still, and then a little bit stronger. Gentlemen, come on, the second time. So don't make the first one so small that it's sort of nothing. Should we go right on Lady Helga? Perfect. Here we go. And. Okay, so stop there. Go on, Samara. You go first.
I love the way Svetlana does this. They have a little Svetlana snuggle. I don't know whether you did that or whether you like
We
it.
had
Svetlana snuggle, and she goes with
I
this
don't think Monica
arm.
called it a Svetlana.
No, maybe not. She goes over this shoulder, as if to feel him. She doesn't quite manage to touch him, but that's what she's. Yeah, it's more to him, and the notation says that she has her cheek against.
I think
his
you
chest.
can.
So you could come more
angle
this way.
I would have said the other. Sorry, I would
So
have
you
gone
would have said the other way.
this way so that she can. Because if you're here, but maybe not. I guess maybe that's something on heights.
Yeah.
I think it's heights.
Do you know what I mean? But there should be a loving. Oh, sorry, I've just hit the mic. A loving connection. So be close enough. And Aiden, don't you nuzzle in.
Yeah, you can be strong.
You be proud, and she's right again. It's that.
Yeah,
What would I do without you? Feel. Yeah. So
devotion.
be close enough. You are husband and wife. Be really close enough, and you feel comfortable even in front of your best friend. It's not that it's we mustn't be. Yeah. And your reaction down here when you hear musically the first time. From your thoughts, depressive thoughts, or I'm just not good enough thought, whatever your thoughts are, you hear her voice and you know what she says is going to be right. So there's just a change in the body. And then the second time you're like, the relief that actually, yeah, it's right. So that walk in then has more loving care towards your wife. Yeah. Should we do this?
Just before we do, just make sure you see him before you go on to Jaeger.
Okay.
In those first gestures.
Same place, please. Okay, so we've just got to, that was good, we've just got to do it a little bit quicker now. We've got to move it forward so that you can have a moment with Jaeger there and then you can go, my friend, after. They need to connect and then you go, my friend.
Who's on the high note? Are you wanting to be on the high note?
Can you play it? Sorry.
Sorry, I really put you on the spot,
No,
sorry.
I couldn't think which high note, but yes.
Yeah.
play on the same play. Play the second Lady Elgar. This is the second time. Go in, Aiden. Have your moment. And here you go. Okay. Now, good. That was almost right.
Mm-hmm.
Have a moment. Don't go, my best friend, and look away. And you've still got your arm on your wife, and you just come far enough around this side to get your arm right the way around to the downstage shoulder. And have that moment of total pride in these two wonderful people. Yeah, but you don't have to do too much. It's a weird one. It's like having the pride, just a big intake of breath is enough. Just to go, it's just that feeling of your feet are on the ground, and if this moment could be captured, it's just bliss and safe and right. And
it amazes me with the old video how high they have their heads.
Yeah.
Svetlana's like that. There's real strength in it.
that's better. That's it. That's better. And then we can go. Yeah.
Annette, just start with that foot behind in the lift, so it changes. Yeah, so that's it.
Shall we just play that high note, and then we can go into the lift? Because if we get to the end, we can run through the whole thing.
Doing so.
Okay, good.
Shall we?
Go on. You go first.
As you're being lifted, keep your focus on Jaeger. It's all to him. He is Elgar's greatest friend. So it's almost in homage to him.
Okay.
And then when you come down, you can step here to take you into that run round. It might just make the transition easier.
Just a bit. And do start to go slowly to start.
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah.
Take a couple of steps, really and then once you see that Elgar's going to do his little dramatic and palm out.
That's it.
Like you're just brushing the cobwebs away. Both of them are making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can have the run around and go far enough, Teo.
This way.
Yeah, so that Aiden gets past centre. Mm-hmm. And then just watch on this position that you're here, but you've got to go there. So in a way, if you're too far this way, you don't twist enough, and we need to twist our bodies. So it can be a little bit really square. Can that be because it's really important you get the body twisting up that way to come that way.
Yeah, it's funny with the notation though, because it's.
I was going to say, is it?
That.
Yes.
That.
Which actually makes sense, that it's really crossed. But you don't want to get a bad sickle on that back foot. So if you slightly, because that's, yes, it's that way. It's really.
But I don't know if it's changed to this now.
Well, it's not.
It's
not.
Okay.
It is that. But if it's too, again, square that way, you get this horrible. Well, maybe it's just my age.
No, it's not. It's
But
not.
if you go somewhere that's not there and it's just a little bit cheating, that you can then get that back leg crossed. Because the main thing is the back leg going to that corner, the hips looking like they're there, so that your port de bras that way. That's.
And what position do we want to end in here? Because I know there are various.
And
Are
then
you
we sort of went to there,
to
and then.
here?
But I know as Elgar, we never finished with a pose as such.
Yeah.
It went, and then we stepped out.
Yeah, Svetlana turns the palms, but to be fair, the men don't. So there's variations there.
The ladies.
She just at the end she goes to there, but
Just kind of keep the.
Just keep it going. We keep that, guys, but we don't do a picture.
Yeah.
Don't make a picture.
And then when she brushes through, is she just
just relaxed. Yeah.
Should we hear right on the lift? Ja-da. And if you can, Aiden, pick up, try to put her down upstage of you. You get into this position, but it gives you a nice angle for joining. If it's flat, it's a little less. Right on that, please. And take your time. Take your time.
Legs go.
And arms. And up. Try and keep her feet on the floor. Go. Keep walking, Aiden. Okay, pretty good. A couple of things. Derek did say at this moment after the port de bras for you to not stop walking. And he also said this is another option of a moment of hand in pocket or deep thought or, oh gosh, no, maybe I really shouldn't have listened, but to try and just really slowly keep walking but not on the beat, which is hard because to walk slowly is almost on the beat. So you've got to go almost a bit slower, because you don't want to go too far either.
For you, in the notation it says eyes to Elgar. So basically, as you're doing this promenade, you're looking to him. You're always checking to make sure that he's okay, he's safe, he's supported. So it's quite nice in the promenade if you can show that devotion to him. And then you just want to be a bit quicker to get into. You doing chassé pas de bourrée lift rather than the run glissade? Run glissade. Fine. Just make sure you're a little bit earlier so that you hit the high note.
I can be faster in the program.
That would be great. Yeah.
And then I was wrong. I was right and then wrong. When we did it yesterday, I said wrong. I did.
The left hand.
Yes. No. You did it the first time, and then the second time you did what I said, and don't do what I say.
What was your question?
I just wanted to know from the release, what is the emotion into the men, like the relief of being together in this, like we've come back together from that first lift.
I like that thought. I mean, for me, I guess the section's about friendship and supportiveness and devotion. So, in a sense, they are also there with you. I think it's nice if the arms aren't too low, so that it's a sense of giving. I don't know what you think, Chris.
And conversation between the two. Listen to Teo, listen to Aiden. Yeah. And if you can have the feet so that they're literally skimming the floor.
Yeah.
And yours is less because you're going to bring her up onto that left to do that little half a soutenu at the end.
Did you ever do the Svetlana jump into that?
Into that?
Yeah, she runs
No.
around. I didn't
No,
either.
we just did a hoik off of point.
Yeah, okay, so did I. Just
Like
wondered.
a
Okay.
moment. Which is easier in the dress than the slippy leotard, just to say. Where should we...
Just
go on.
before
Yeah.
we do, Monica was used to say that if you press down on the guy's
Yes.
arms, then you can get a sense of togetherness to go up. And then just have your weight go back a little
And
bit
go.
as you... Just not back bend, but just so that
Just
it's
up and go.
taking you that way. You're doing a plie.
not a big one. Just don't, you bend your knees because it's just, you've run up stage, but don't make it a full, like, sort of exercise. So it's just because you're stepping together to go up, and then you go rise to go. Don't rise to hold and balance. Just, it's because you're breathing to get to the run. And actually, you don't all want to be in the same, you're not all thinking exactly the same thing. So your position is not identical to the front. It can be, you can favour, Derek actually used to do two, or favour the right, but it used to be the left one did something. You've just got to think of something and make it that thought, and then just come down. If you're not on your balance, then don't think of it as a balance, just that moment, come out of it as natural. And then nothing else is happening, so don't just drift. Give your arm to your wife. Give the arm, get on with it, and start walking before you do the head, or did you start straight away?
No,
Once
I
you've
did
turned and
head.
turned.
I think it's nice actually because they can see your back. All you have to do really is indicate. You don't even have to fully look at them. So you can kind of indicate and then go on your merry way.
Then you start walking, and then you just do that last. Do it later. Walk. Do a couple of steps, and then at the very end, the head just goes.
Yeah.
With the phrase.
And I'd say keep it subtle, so it's not like a...
Yes. In fact, if you look at the old film, you can almost hardly see Svetlana do it. It's so
subtle.
minimal. It's so subtle you can miss it. That's it. Should we try the whole thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on, should we sit down?
Yeah.
Should we get I'll get my chair next to yours. Sit by the piano and listen to the lovely music. Okay, good luck. Thanks. hard, isn't it? Very good, really good. It's so tricky to, I mean, yeah, it can go, it takes so long. You've got to find your characters, but that was so good. What, 30 minutes, brilliant. Well done, everyone, really good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah.
Wonderful afternoon, thank you all very much. It is, I think, a beautiful ballet, and I do think you get that sense of amazing contrast. So the detail that we have, first of all, in the Troit, which is going at such a speed. What I'd like to know to sort of really to sort of start with is, who did you learn it from? Anthony Dowell, Ed?
I actually originally didn't. It was one of those moments where everyone was injured and we were in Belfast on tour, so I had half an hour in a church hall with a notator. It was really like last minute, but then later, I think a few years later, this is when we were out to the Opera House when it was closed, when it first came back here, I did spend some time with Anthony on it, yeah.
So, I mean, how would you, I mean, as a solo, it always looks fiendishly difficult because there are so many steps to fit in. You've done so many things. How would you rate it in terms of challenge?
Oh, it's really, really hard. I used to like wind myself up all day and for like 30 seconds and it'd be over and, you know, it was, yeah.
I mean, it is that extraordinary thing.
It's exhausting. It's so short. It's exhausting. It's full of detail and stuff that you have to do, which normally would take time, like all those side bends. You want a bit of time, but you don't have any time. But you have to get to those extremes and things. It was sort of everything I wasn't very good at in a really short space of time. So I used to be like this. But when it goes well, it's probably one of the most rewarding things to kind of achieve. You go, yeah.
Right, so how did you find actually being faced to do? You don't have to do anything, just you.
Okay, so yeah, no, I agree. It was very quick. I don't think I've moved that fast, maybe ever. I definitely had to psych myself up. It was like an espresso and a Red Bull before, running it to get myself going. And yeah, just devilishly hard. Like halfway through the solo, it starts to kick in, the burn, works its way through your legs, your lungs start to feel the fire, and it's like, 30 seconds long, and from the audience perspective, hopefully it doesn't look too hard, but it definitely feels it, yeah. It was a bit of a shock, yeah.
So, I mean, again, it's one of those things, I mean, we're always hearing how, everyone's got so much better, and I'm not saying that you aren't wonderful, please, but when you look at this from the 60s and you think things like this are being choreographed and the challenges, and in a way, because it is so different from many variations, it becomes more exciting, the big challenge. So
yeah, no, it is. It's amazing watching the video of Anthony Dowell on YouTube, trying to get that inspiration to see how quick they were moving back then is amazing, yeah.
You don't expect it within the look of the whole ballet either. You're in a suit and a tie and a sharp collar and a heeled shoe, and suddenly it's like, this speed is, I think that's part of the surprise as well.
Yes, I think. So, and in terms of, shall we sort of move on to, how did you actually learn Enigma? I
was cast in it before the Opera House closed for the refurbishment, and Derek was still alive, and he came in to help. Not to rehearse the whole thing, but he was very generous in his help in letting me know not all his thoughts, but sort of ways. I was very young, and it's quite a daunting role in a way, because I think you need a bit of life experience to a degree, and he was very generous in telling me things that would help without telling me what to do. Giving me ideas, making me think, which was great. So it's that sense of actually sort of having the freedom to develop the role yourself, but knowing the parameters that you must remain within. Yeah, and I think because it was just, he came in sort of 3 times. And then with having Monica there, who was around as well. And so I was able to find my own Elgar, which was really nice, and it changed over the long period of time that I sort of was performing it.
Yes, it's one of those things. Well, I mean, sometimes people think, oh, it's an older character, but in actual fact, they're middle-aged. They're not old.
Yeah.
Although, of course, in Victorian times, people appeared to be older because of the sort of dress and the manner and everything. But in terms of the challenge of doing something like this, it's probably rather different from most of the things you're doing at the moment. So how do you react to having to have this very precise detail, but it's not stuck? You've got to be aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it, but also at a much slower pace than many works.
I think it's some of the hardest work, to feel confident in not moving and expressing. It's much easier to express through an arabesque than it is just through a gesture with the hand, because you have to have so much more internal thought and considered thought. When you're dancing, it's very difficult and overwhelming in other ways, but this is like, you feel like the focus just goes laser onto you, and everything you do becomes, really loud. And so that's hard in a way that I still feel very daunted by. And it's something that as you get older and as you spend more time on stage, you feel more comfortable exploring. But it's definitely very difficult, I think, I find, anyways.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's very difficult, and I think it's even more difficult in a setting like this, in a rehearsal.
Yeah.
I
Particularly
found
being watched.
Exactly, being watched. But I guess it's a really good practice for being on stage. But often with these kind of things, like Chris is always on at me about like find your walk. That's like the first thing. Like know where, like how that character would walk. And then something I tend to do, I was doing it in the studio next door, is like find the voice as well. Like if you were watching it on TV or in a film, how would they speak? And almost have that accent in your head when you're doing the gestures, because then when you are doing the gestures, you're actually saying something, even though you're not using language. You can actually have that, and Chris is great at doing that. Like from watching him, that's been something I've really taken on board. But again, it does help when you're in the get-up, you're in the costume. If they do have to age you, which they have done a couple of times with me now, that does also help. Just look in the mirror and think, okay, that is not Aiden right now, that is that character. So in a setting like this, where we're very much Teo, Annette and Aiden, it is very difficult, but it's a really good challenge. And I enjoy doing it, so yeah.
Yeah, I would say one of the hardest things to do is just walking on stage. It beats anything technical, anything that's like virtuosic. Just walking on stage is such a skill. And doing this kind of stuff that says so much whilst doing so little is a real, real skill. And having people like Chris Saunders, who is masterful in this stuff, is really special for us as well to learn from, because he's learned from the greats and he's passing it down to us. So all these golden nuggets of information that we get in these kind of rehearsals are really invaluable.
I think that's a very important thing that you've actually just sort of said, the whole point of passing them on, and that's why these events happen, so that these things will be also preserved, and for future audiences they'll be able to hear what was said and understand more about what is happening. And on that level, can we bring you in as notator plus dancer, so to speak, because not all notators have been through the performance experience. So the notation that you're using, when was it written, and is it sort of layered with different references, and you've obviously used film and video, but how are you approaching dealing with this work?
The notation is by Faith Worth, and it's from when it was created. It's amazing actually, because you get the annotations on the score through as different coaches have come in, so you get layers of notation, and actually the more you look at score, the more you see. They're incredible things, and I use the notation almost like an anchor point. So I know what I did, but what did everyone else do, and what does the notation say? and how do they match up, and why are the differences there? And it's really interesting because Birmingham Royal Ballet, originally it was set, I think, by Michael Soames.
Yes.
In 94, if I get my dates right. When I did it in 2009, Desmond taught it, and he did it with Monica.
Yeah.
So there's different like lineage going on, and different interpretations as different casts did it. And Monica was a cast in her own right, Svetlana was another cast. And it's great looking at it afresh from a score, actually, because then you get to delve into who did what and why, and pick the bits you really like, but also try to keep the integrity of it and get as much as you can to what Ashton wanted, although everyone has a different interpretation of what he wanted and everyone focuses on different things, and that's perfectly legitimate. So it's trying to marry something with integrity from all that body of information. Does that answer your question?
I think it's very interesting because, I mean, this is a work that has been passed on. Dame Monica was the second Lady Elgar, so she was in from very early on. And so basically it's going from one generation to another. As a notator, you try and keep a track of what's happening, and there was a glorious moment when you and Ed didn't agree.
Never.
It may only be something sort of slight, but again, I think what is good is that if people question why and what, when did somebody start doing it, how does it match up with earlier things, the dangers of film when it may not have been a perfect performance, something might have gone wrong, but nobody's going to sort of, all those sort of things that come into it. And so I think it's very important that the notation is there. I mean, this to me is an ideal sort of situation where you've got notation, you've got your other visual sources to work from, and you have people who can pass it on from experience. And with all those elements, it makes the Ashton Foundation so much sort of stronger, I think, and that's very, very important. If there are any questions from the audience, now is the time to ask them. There's one over there. Right, please.
I feel like I just won an auction there. This question is for the younger dancers and for the coaches. At what stage in your careers did you become aware of Ashton not just as a name but as a towering presence in the ballet world? When did you realise that he was something very, very special?
I'll just repeat that. The question is, for those who might not have heard it, at what point in your careers did you recognise Ashton as a towering, towering importance for really British ballet, international ballet as well? So, who wants to go first?
Ashton was, having been through the Royal Ballet School, Ashton was always a choreographer that was a very large presence at the school. We studied his rep, we studied his work. It was something that was always around. But then joining a company, I think the moment I realised a towering presence was when the company last did Enigma. It is just, it's, I'm going to use the word masterful again. It's masterful the way that he tells that story. And it's, you don't get story ballets like that anymore. And the way that he can say so much with so little is quite beautiful.
Do you want to?
Having gone through White Lodge, and we were taught in the Cecchetti method, which has close associations at the time, the style, and the same thing. We, in our rep, we were doing the Colas solos, and then of course to join the company, and he was still alive and coming into the room. This small man was enormous. I mean, and you listen. The dancers used to change their practice clothes to the colours that they knew Fred liked. Because if he was doing a new ballet, you wanted to be in it. You didn't want, you didn't want to have that opportunity not to be in it. So, and it was baby blues, pinks, yellows, anything light. No one wore black, anything dark. Everybody wanted to be in, if there was a new ballet, in that ballet. Or chosen, or spotted, or seen, or... And right, very young age, I realised this is... And the ballets that we were dancing were just... They were varied, they were musical, they're incredible. I mean, they really are incredible ballets, and so different.
Ed, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a moment where we didn't realise. You know, we were brought up with the rep, watching the rep, learning about the person. You know, it was always, you know, one of the reasons why we were there and doing it. You know, there wasn't any time where we wondered who this person was or what his work looked like. It was very much part of our upbringing.
Samara?
I was just going to add to that. When you are lucky enough to get inside a role in one of his ballets, it's joyous. Fee is joyous. His comic timing is just impeccable, subtle, exactly on mark. Yeah, and so you build your appreciation of his work from your experiences that you're lucky enough to be involved in, and if that means in shows or in studying the notation, amazing. It builds.
I'd like to ask Ed, did you rehearse before you came on? Because it's so complicated what
Yeah.
you were doing. How did you remember that unless you rehearsed?
We had about 2 half-hour calls together where I sort of just taught it to you really quickly, and then last week Isabel had, I think, the same 2 half-hour run-throughs. I mean, in a situation like this, you don't want it to be perfect. You want to be able to rehearse it, you know, live. But yeah, not very much, so yeah, well done.
Were you also asking, did he need to sort of refresh his memory of it?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't done. I can't remember the last time I did it. It was a long time ago. Because it doesn't, you know, it doesn't always come into the rep. It's not every
Comes and
year,
goes, yeah.
you know. So you sort of focus on it and then you forget it because you do the next thing. But I think it's one of those things that I had to learn very, very quickly, and it's never really gone that far away. It's one of those things where you learn something in a panic and you have to, the stress of it. I remember a lot of it. And then I did work in quite a detailed way with Anthony on it later on. So there's lots of things which don't go away. You know, even if I hadn't thought about it before I started working with Harrison, it was like, oh, straight away, oh yeah, this, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Chris, question for you. When did Hoik get into French ballet vocabulary?
The word hoik
Used a lot.
is used a lot behind closed doors of the rehearsal studio. We hoik here, we hoik there. For a small lift.
So a real insight into what happens in the rehearsal studio. And one last question at the back, yes.
Thank you for a really wonderful opportunity.